Hi, I'm children's author and kindergarten teacher Kelly Polark. Today I have for you the top 5 ways you can enhance your kindergartner's literacy skills at home. According to the Reading Teacher Journal, parent involvement has a positive influence on student achievement. So many studies agree that parent involvement in their child's education is extremely important to their child's development and overall well-being. So, let's work together. Number 5, build a home library. Yes, I know that books are expensive, but there are many economical ways that you can bring more text and literature to your child's home. One way you can do it is the library. The library is free and it's fun to go to. So you can bring different books every other week or every week to your child for them to read, look at, or for you to read to them. Another way to get inexpensive books is Scholastic Book Club. If your child's teacher gives you flyers online or in person, you can find $1 to $3 books on there. Also, put it out there on social media. Say, hey, I'm looking for my little buddy to build a little library. Anyone have any books they want to donate? I'm sure that you have friends that want to get rid of books that their children have outgrown, and they'd love for you to have them instead. Also, there's online books. YouTube has authors reading their own books, or also teachers. Because of the pandemic, there's so many books that are read online that your child can enjoy at home. So give your child the gift of text and books and magazines and just literature in general. They will grow because of it. Number 4, do informal literacy activities with your child. I know we are all busy and it is so hard to fit extra things in. So here are some things you can do while in the car, while you're cooking dinner, while you're busy being a mom or a dad. Okay, so some of the things you can do: sing songs. There's vocabulary in songs. It's fun. You're doing something with your child that's enjoyable. Having a conversation about their day. That develops their vocabulary. In the car when you're driving, look at the Target sign and say, hey, what is the first letter you see in Target? You're right, it's T. What's the sound that T makes? T, t, t. That's right. While you're cooking dinner, you can ask your child, hey, do you know what a rhyme for pan is? You're right, pan, can. Those words rhyme. They both end in the same sounds. So those are some tips you can do while you're doing other things that can engage your child and have them learn while having fun with you. Number 3, do formal literacy activities with your child. When you're reading a book to them, connect experiences of theirs to the book so that they can understand it better and remember it better. For example, if you were reading the book Words on Birds, you can say, hey, do you remember that red bird that we saw at Grandma's house yesterday? Did you know that that is a cardinal? That's one way you can connect to a book. There are so many ways. Kids love to hear about their life, and with your connecting their life to the book they're reading, their listening comprehension gets better, their vocabulary gets better, and their interest in books increase. Being able to count syllables is an important phonological awareness skill for reading and provides a good foundation for early reading skills. You can clap out syllables with your child. It's very easy. For example, you can say, how many syllables are there in banana? Banana. Or you can put your hand under the chin. Banana. 3 syllables. Also, if you want to practice sight words, you can put a different sight word on a magnet on the fridge and have your child read the sight word before they get a snack. Or have a few sight words by his or her bedside and they have to read 5 sight words before you read them their bedtime story. There's so many ways that you can fit in real quickly formal literacy activities with your child. Also, please practice writing skills with your child. How to hold a pencil correctly is very important. Fine motor skills are important to writing and to cutting. So your child, even just playing with Play-Doh, stringing beads on pipe cleaner, and practice cutting, holding scissors correctly. Those are very important kindergarten skills that you can work on before kindergarten at home and during kindergarten. When you're writing, they can practice writing their first name. Make sure they practice with the first letter being a capital letter and the rest of the letters lowercase. They will be writing their name lots of times in kindergarten, so you can start them at home with these skills. By the end of kindergarten, your child will be expected to identify all 26 letters, uppercase and lowercase, be able to write them correctly, and to know the sounds of each letter. Knowing letter sounds illustrates that a student can associate a letter sound to a corresponding specific letter. Sounding out words or articulating phonemes in a word are an important foundational skill to reading. By the end of kindergarten, your child should be able to link the letter name to the letter sound, k, a, t, cat, and blend them. Every child, though, is developmentally different, so please don't rush this with your child if they're not ready. According to Ellermeyer, intrinsic motivation and desire provide an edge in any learning situation. If children view learning as enjoyable, interesting, and relevant to their needs, then they will want to learn how to read. So, number 2 is make literacy activities fun. Make literacy a positive experience for your child. Let your child pick the book that they want you to read sometimes. I know it could be the same one over and over, but why not? Know their interests and find out more about those interests through books and conversations and activities. Have them write their name or letters with a stick at the beach and the sand, or with chalk on the sidewalk. Make a rhyming game. See how many silly rhymes you can make. Can, schman, fan, kablan. Doesn't matter if it's a real word or not. Make up silly rhymes with your child. Do silly song learning games. Here's an example. Have you ever heard London Bridge is falling down? Play that, but instead of my fair lady, say make a rhyme. And when you take the key and lock them up, have them rhyme to get out. So those are just a few fun tips to make literacy activities fun in your home. Number 1, read daily with your child. There is no more important activity for preparing your child to succeed in the classroom than reading aloud together daily. Start them young. Make it a part of your routine. I know it can be hard, but even try to sometimes read one-on-one with your children, even if you have multiple children. Reading with your child is so important. Children learn from listening and using language, and one of the huge benefits of being read to is vocabulary exposure and acquisition, and of course, the goal of text, comprehension, and understanding what is read. Other benefits, of course, include bonding with you, exploring different topics and emotions through books, and building connections with the spoken and written word. Reading with your child can be such a positive experience with you and with literacy. You are your child's first teacher. Know that I value that in you, and I appreciate you being a partner with me in your child's education. I'm going to end this with a great quote from Julia Thompson from Education Week Teacher. When parents or guardians and teachers work together, well, everyone wins. Thank you.